Hey everybody, it's Miss Bettis and we are going to talk about writing equations one more time. So let's get started. So our goal today is we're going to write systems of equations, and I'm going to use my knowledge of slope-intercept form to help me write these linear equations. So it's a 3-step process. We're definitely going to want to read because word problems usually go better when we read a little bit. So with that being said, as we're reading this problem, we're going to want to identify any variables that there might be. And there's usually, because we're in Algebra 1, there are going to be 2 variables. And we're going to assign those said variables to an unknown quantity. And we're going to use x and y because we don't know what those numbers are. And then we're going to translate it to the algebra language. So let's do some practice problems. Okay, so when we get to these word problems, we're going to use a method called cub. And cub is where you circle all numbers. So I'm going to read the problem. I see a number right here. Fewer than twice is definitely a number. And there's another number. The U underline. And this is when we look through the problem. If there's a question or if there are directions, we would underline it then. There's no question or directions, it's just a simple word problem. The last one, the B, stands for boxing in math words. So a guitarist wrote 8 fewer than, that's definitely something mathy. Twice is also mathy, so I'm going to circle and box that one in. And a total. Total is something we talked about yesterday. Big deal. So a drummer and a guitarist, they're writing songs. It sounds like we're going to want to figure out how many songs the drummer wrote and how many the guitarist wrote. And we need to decide what we're going to use X and Y to represent. I'm going to go ahead and label the drummer X and the guitarist Y. So the first equation we're going to work on is this last one right here. They wrote a total of 46 songs. Because it's a total, I know something is going to equal to 46. Well, what is that something? It's the number of songs. But who wrote the songs? It was the drummer, which we're calling X, and the guitarist that we're calling Y. So we know we're going to do something with the X and with the Y. The question now is, what are we doing? Are they multiplying, adding, subtracting, dividing? If I'm trying to get a total number of how many students are in my class, how many are boys and how many are girls, then I'm going to add. So the number of songs the guitarist wrote plus the number of songs the drummer wrote will give me that total number of songs. Okay, now we got to use our brain a little bit. The guitarist wrote 8 fewer, so the guitarist. So what are we calling the guitarist? We are calling the guitarist Y. They wrote 8 fewer than. Anytime you see the word then, it's a special, whether you're doing fewer than, greater than, more than, less than, it's going to go to the end of our equation. So if I say fewer than, I know I'm subtracting. Twice the number of songs that the drummer. So twice means we're multiplying by 2, and it's the number of songs that the drummer wrote, and the drummer is X. So just like before, we are going to circle, underline, and box. So let's go in and circle all those numbers. We have a 72, we have a 7, and we got an equation, and that's super duper important. We're still going to super underline that. All right. Underline any questions and or directions. So that last sentence is the directions. They want us to write a system. Box in math words. So perimeter, definitely a math word. Rectangle tells us what we're finding the perimeter of. is means equals, just like always. So the width of the rectangle is, so we're going to equal less than the length. All right, that was a lot. So let's focus on the very first sentence, shall we? It says that the perimeter of a rectangle is 72. So equals 72. But perimeter of a rectangle, that's where this comes in. And it says 2L plus 2W. So we know we're going to use L and W. And I'm going to go with L is for length. And the width is the W. So I'm going to take that 2L plus 2W and set that equal to 72. Okay, so the other equation is going to be from that second sentence, the width. So the width of the rectangle is, so W equals 7 inches less than, so that 7 is going to be at the end of our equation with a minus sign in front of it, the length, which is L. So those are our two equations. Let's move on. Okay, so we're going to go a little out of order. We're going to do example 3 and then jump to example 2. So 3 is very similar to example 1 that we did. But again, we're going to go through the process of cub. So the numbers that I'm going to end up circling are 5, 55, and that looks like that's it. So let's go ahead and underline the question or directions. Write a system of equations that can be used to find the two numbers. So there is another one there. Our boxing is our math words. So more hours than, I'm going to kind of continue that box there. Combined total of 55. So my question is, well, what are we combining? It looks like we're combining hours, but of what? And it's going to be the hours that Michael and Andy both put in. So let's go ahead and write Michael and Andy. So now we need to decide what is our X and what's our Y. Let's let Michael be the X and Andy be the Y. Okay, so doing our combined hours, the total number is going to be equal to 55. And we know the only way to combine two things is to add. And the two things or two people we're talking about are Michael and Andy. So that's going to be X for Michael and Andy is Y. Okay, so here's the tricky one. So Michael worked, so we're talking about Michael, which is now the letter X, worked 5 more hours than Andy. So Michael, who is the X value, worked 5 more hours than, so we know we're going to add, because it's talking about more, than Andy, which is now the letter Y. And we're not going to worry about the solution until next week. Let's go ahead and go back to example 2. So because this is our last example, go ahead and pause it, see if you can come up with your variables. So this problem is about two people going into the post office to buy postcards and large envelopes. So let's go ahead and label postcards P and large envelopes L. And we could have used X and Y just like we did in the beginning. It really doesn't matter as long as they're consistent about it. So we have 2 bullet points, and it's talking about the first customer, so that's going to be equation 1, and then the second equation is going to come from the second customer. Alright, so let's talk about this first customer here. They paid $12, so that's how much money they spent total for 14 postcards, so 14P. And, which is a math word, that means to add 5 large envelopes, so 5L. There's our first one. Done. Alright, our second equation is going to come from that second customer who spent $24.80, and that's the total, so it's going by itself. And they got 10 postcards. And, again, that's a math word, 15 large envelopes. And just like I said for the other problems, we're not going to focus on solving them, just writing them today. Alright guys, it is an assignment. There is an assignment for you to complete and turn in. Make sure you're showing all your work, you're circling, you're underlining your box in your stuff. If you have any questions, please reach out. Have a good day.